A Game of Thrones Prologue. In the haunted forest, north of the wall, Will, Garrett, and Waymar, 9 days already into the ride, an 8-day ride further northwest from the wall, chasing wildlings. Will said he saw about 8 wildlings in a camp lying still, almost frozen. Will and Garrett are both seasoned men of the Night's Watch. Waymar Royce was new and high-born, less than 6 months in the watch, with better clothes like moleskin gloves and a warhorse. Will and Garrett were forced to ride tiny garrons. Both Will and Garrett feel something evil in the air and the cold. Garrett thinks the wildlings in the camp froze to death. Garrett lost both ears to the cold and his brother. Waymar insists it hasn't been cold enough to kill 8 fully armored wildlings. They rode for a time until Will suggests they dismount and continue on foot. Waymar orders Garrett to stay with the horses, but make no fire. Will crept up to a slope under a tree to view the wildling camp, but the bodies were gone. Waymar orders Will up a tree to look for any signs of fire and another wildling camp. As Will climbed, he saw movement in the dark woods, and it was getting even colder. A translucent, pale figure with icy blue eyes appear. Waymar stands ready for a fight with the figure. What he didn't notice was that 6 more pale figures came up behind him. Waymar only saw the one. Will wanted to warn him, but was too afraid to yell. The figure drove Waymar back, blow after blow, with swords. After one of the blows struck Waymar in the side, he looked at the blood and then charged the figure with a huge sword cut. Waymar's sword shattered when it touched the figures. The others closed in and finished unarmed Waymar Royce off. After being too scared to move, Will climbs down after he sees no signs of movement anymore. Will went over to Waymar's body and picked up the broken sword hilt to show everyone what happened. When he stood back up, Waymar, standing over him, strangled Will with frozen, bloody hands of moleskin gloves and an icy blue eye. The other eye had been punctured by his own exploding sword. This has been the prologue for A Game of Thrones, Book 1 of A Song of Ice and Fire, and that was the gist of it.